Hello everyone, welcome to my channel IT Sector Tales. In this video, we'll continue with the list. We'll see how to update a list and how to perform different operations on the same. So let's get to it. As we are well versed with creating a list and printing the same, today we'll learn about how to update the list. So in this, we'll first update a particular item of the list. So how do we change an item in a list? We'll take the example of our same list, that is days in week, and we will change the first index item, that is the item which is at index 1, and we will change it to new day. So which is the item at first index? This is 0, this is 1. So Tuesday will be changed to new day, and we'll just simply print the new updated list. Let's run this. Yep. So Tuesday is being replaced as new day because I updated the item at index 1 with a new value. Let me update the list item back to Tuesday. Okay. The next thing we'll be learning is how to add, multiply and remove items from the list. So how do we add items to the list? Consider a new list called new_days. We will have the original list days in week and we'll add a different list to it. We'll add the characters A, B and C to the second list, and both of this will add and create a new days list for us. Let us print the same. Let's print this. Yep. So according to the days of the week, all the days, and in addition to that A, B and C is also part of my new days list. So this is how you add another list to your existing list. Now about multiplying the list. So I have list called as new days 2, and I'll take my previous list days in week and just multiply it by 2 and simply print this new days list. So what would happen is the days of week will be added twice. So after Monday to Sunday, again the items will be repeated twice because I use the multiplication operator on the list. For deleting a particular element in the list, we have the del keyword, and this particular keyword will expect the index which you want to delete in this list. So after deleting, let me print the new days list. So the new days list has Monday, Tuesday to Sunday, and it also has A, B and C. So here I mentioned to delete the item at index number 8. So which is the item at index 8? It starts from 0. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So item B is to be deleted. So after deleting, I am printing my new days. So let's run this. Yep. So the new days is printed, and in that the item number at index 8 is deleted. So this is how you update a list, by adding, multiplying or just using the del keyword. Next we'll learn about few of the operations which we can use in a list. So the first operation which we have in a list is calculating the length of the list. So as we saw in some previous videos, the length function is used to calculate the number of characters in a string. Similarly, in the list, it is used to calculate the number of items in the list. So simply use the function len. Input will be a list, name of the list. So I'm directly printing the output of len function and I've added it in a print statement. So let's run this. Yep, so it gives me the length as 7. Also, since I had my other list as well, the multi list, which had two lists in turn. Okay, so what if I calculate length of this particular list? Since this had two items in it, so the length will be 2. In turn, they had multiple items in it, but the overall count of items was 2, so the length for the multi list will be 2. Now there are other functions to check if an item is present in the list or not. It goes something like this. I am directly printing the output of that function in a print statement. So here I am checking if new day in days of week. So here I am checking if a item with this particular value or text is present in days of week or not, and I am simply printing the result of this entire expression. Let's run this. So this gives me a false because days in week only contains the actual days from Monday to Sunday. It doesn't contain this item. So the value of this function is false. There is another function. Let's say if I check if today is not in list with name days in week. So this will verify that this particular item with value today should not be present in days in week. If it's not present, then it will return me true. So yes, it returns me true because this particular item is not present in true. So you can use the in and not in keyword to determine whether a particular value is present in a list or not. There is another operation which we can have on the list. We can assign multiple values from a list. Consider this example where I have a list called tiger, and it has these particular items in it. The first item at index 0 is old, second item is black stripes, and third item is 4. So what I'll do is I'll create 3 variables in the same line called age, color pattern, and legs, and simply assign it the list tiger. So what will happen is it will evaluate this list tiger and it will keep assigning the items of the list to these particular variables. The important thing to note here is the number of variables on the left hand side and the number of items in the list should be same. Otherwise we'll be hit with an error. This assignment operation will not work. So let's print all of those variables. I printed age and color pattern, and the last thing is number of legs. Let's run this. Yes, so each of these variable is assigned with that particular value of the list in the order in which the items are present in the list. The fourth operation which we can do on the list is random shuffling. So consider the same example where you have the list named tiger, okay, and you want any of the random value from the list. So inside the print statement itself, I am calling the function called random. For this I have to import this particular class or module. I will import random, and here I will use the function of this random module. It has a function called choice, and I will simply provide the list as the input. So this will randomly pluck out an item from the list which I have given and simply print it. So let me just add few more of these choices here. Okay, let's run this. So randomly it picked always the third choice. Let me run this second choice. Let me run this program again. Yep, so randomly it picked the last item first, and then black stripes, and then old. So this is how the random choice works. You can also shuffle the list. Since now the list has this random choices, whatever we are printing, it doesn't affects the actual list. The list still has the items in this order. Now we'll shuffle the list, that is, we'll actually go ahead and change the ordering of the items present in the list. For this, again, from the random module, we have a function called shuffle. This requires the input of the list, whatever list we have. After shuffling, we will print the shuffled list. Let me have this couple of times to see the shuffling taking place. Let's run this. So after shuffling, first shuffling, the item black strips which was at index 1 came to index 0, and the old variable which was at index 1 came to 1, so on and so forth. So each time you shuffle, randomly the items in the list will be rearranged. So these are the 4 functions which you can have on a list: identifying the length of the list, checking if an element is present or not, assigning multiple values from a list, and random shuffling and getting a choice or a particular item from the list. That was it for today's video. We'll continue tomorrow with list again. We'll see some methods which we can use on list. Hope you find this video useful. If yes, please do hit like, share and subscribe. Thank you.